Happy morning, dear friends. Here's yours, Dr. Rajanta. Welcome to Demystify with Ajay. Dear friends, today in this session, we are just going to discuss on orthogonal matrix. In linear algebra, the foundation is orthogonality. And let me just begin by understanding one of the most special objects in mathematics, that is orthogonal matrix. Dear friends, a matrix that can rotate data without stretching it. A matrix that preserves distance, angles, and geometry. A matrix whose inverse is simply its transpose. Think about that for a moment. Most matrices distort information. Orthogonal matrix preserves it. So we will discuss why the equation, of course, Q transpose Q, which is equal to 1. This is one of the most important equation in numerical computing. Then we will just move on to the world of QR decomposition, a powerful technique that transforms any matrix into A equals QR, where Q captures pure geometry and R captures the structure. And here the QR decomposition quietly powers least square regression, matrix inversion, numerical optimization, eigenvalue algorithm, scientific computing. But that's only the beginning, because once we understand orthogonality and QR decomposition, we are ready for one of the greatest idea in all of applied mathematics. So before going on to the discussion, so let I just include the necessary libraries, and here we have the NumPy. Yes, NumPy provides efficient numerical array operations and is foundational for linear algebra computation. And here for Matplotlib, yes, it is used for creating visualization such as graphs and figure. Next, we just included the warnings. Yes, dear friends, this controls over warning message generated during execution. And here the line begins updating Matplotlib runtime configuration parameter using a dictionary. And yes, this exact sets the default size of all figures to 8-inch wide and 5-inch tall. And it enables the grid lines on all plots by default. And here we have an transparency of grid lines to 30%, making them subtle and less visual dominant. And of course, to the last, years sets the default font size for all text in the plots to 12. And dear friends, of course, we have just included that version. Yes, it prints the installed versions of NumPy by accessing the versions attribute. Okay, so let me execute and see what is the exact version. Yes, here NumPy version, it is a 2.3.5. Okay, dear friends, let me just start our discussion on orthogonal matrix. This orthogonal matrix Q has two defining properties. One is orthogonal column, and second, it is all about unit norm column. Difference, the orthogonal column is exactly every pair of distinct column has dot product 0. And where this unit norm column, each column has Euclidean norms exactly 1. So combining into one elegant equation, kindly just approach, dear friends. Here the inner product of Q sub I and Q sub j equals 0 when I is not equal to j, or 1 when I is equal to j. Since Q transpose Q computes all pairwise dot products between columns, this means Q transpose Q, which is equal to identity. So this is profound. Yes, Q transpose is matrix that multiplies Q to produce I. By definition, that is the inverse. So therefore, Q inverse, which is equal to Q transpose. So the inverse of an orthogonal matrix is simply its transpose, fast, free, and numerically exact. This is why orthogonal matrices are prized in numerical computing. Dear friends, let me just discuss on this code that construct two matrices, yes, Q1 and Q2, and verifies that they are orthogonal matrix. Here Q1 is a 2 by 2 matrix scaled by 1 by root 2. And the scaling ensures each column has unit length. Without scaling, the column would not be normalized. And here the Q2 is 3 into 3 matrix scaled by 1 by 3. Again, scaling ensures orthonormal columns. And kindly just observe, dear friends, this multiplies Q1 back by root 2 to show the original integer matrix. And here np dot round removes floating point artifacts. So similarly here, of course, we have one more np dot round, so Q2 multiplied by 3. So this displays the original integer entries of Q1 and Q2. And kindly just observe, dear friends, this exactly Q1 transpose, and this one, it is a matrix multiplication, and this is exactly for the orthogonal matrix which we have already discussed. Yes, the Q transpose Q, which is equal to identity, and of course Q transpose, which is equal to identity. Yes, this check confirms both, and here columns are orthogonal. So Q transpose Q, which is equal to identity, and to the same rows are orthonormal, that is Q transpose, which is equal to 1. And here we are just making the rounding, okay, so to remove numerical noise. And kindly just observe, dear friends, here Q2 transpose matrix multiplication with Q2. So that confirms orthonormality of columns. For square orthogonal matrix, this alone is sufficient. And towards this loop, kindly just observe, dear friends, here we just specify axis is equal to 0. Yes, actually this one is this exact loop, it is for column norms and determinant, and this axis is equal to 0. Yes, computes the norms of each column vectors, and for orthonormal columns, each normal should equal to 1. And here we just compute the determinant, and yes, of course, you all know already we have discussed a lot. Yes, when we just determine the Q, which is plus or minus 1, and here if it is a positive 1, yes, it is a proper rotation, and if it is a negative, of course, it is all about a reflection, that is improper rotation. Okay, let me just execute this and kindly just observe the resultant. So kindly just observe, dear friends, this is the matrix Q1, and here we have the Q2, and both matrices satisfies Q transpose Q is an identity matrix, and Q transpose Q is an identity matrix. Every column has norm 1. Cross column dot products are 0. So notice here, of course, we have just discussed that Q transpose Q is equal to identity. As well, for a square orthogonal, Q transpose Q, which is equal to Q transpose, is equal to identity. Q transpose, which is equal to identity. I just took only the Q1 matrices, and as well for square orthogonal matrix, yes, Q transpose Q, which is equal to Q transpose, that is equal to identity. And here for tall matrix, that is non-square orthogonal matrix, only Q transpose Q, which is equal to I, that only it holds. And here again the determinant plus or minus, which is means if it is plus 1, yeah, it is a rotation, that is no axis flipping. And here if the determinant it is a minus 1, means a reflection, where orthogonal matrices preserves length and angles. They are the rigid body transformation of linear algebra. And dear friends, of course, this exact script demonstrates and verifies that matrix Q1 and Q2 are orthogonal matrix, and their columns, yes, are mutually perpendicular, that is orthogonal. So these matrix represents rotations or reflections in 2D and 3D spaces. Orthogonal matrix preserves length, angle, and inner product. Let me just go to a demonstration. Kindly just observe, dear friends, this exact code demonstrates a fundamental property of orthogonal transformation, that is they preserve vector norms, that is length and angle. And here the example uses a 2D rotation matrix and verifies this both numerically and visually. So kindly just observe, dear friends, here we have, of course, this exact matrix defines a 2D rotation matrix. So what it has is, of course, we are just going for a rotation matrix, and here we have cos theta minus sin theta, and cos theta. Such a matrix is orthogonal, that is meaning Q transpose Q, which is equal to I. And it represents a counterclockwise rotation. Kindly just observe, it just has a counterclockwise rotation, and that is with 30°. And next, we are just making an input of two vectors. So two arbitrary vectors in R2. And applying the transformation, that is the exact, this one is operations performs matrix vector multiplication. So this rotates both vector by 30°. And next, let me just have our numerical verification. So this one, it is before rotation. So before rotation, it just computes the norm. And of course, the length norm V1 and norm V2. And yes, it just has the dot product V1 and V2. And when angle is computed, kindly just observe, it is computed via this theta. So cos inverse of V1 into V2 divided by norm V1 into norm V2. And dear friends, same quantities are computed by using, that is after rotation. And this one, yes, we are just going to calculate it by same thing computed for QV1 and QV2, that is after rotation. And here we have the key property being verified. That is first one, it is all about a length, that is norm QV the whole square, which is equal to norm V. So this orthogonal transformation preserves length, that is what it is specifying. And the second one, it is all about dot product preservation. And this dot product preservation, yes, here it just specify as like QU whole transpose multiplied by QV, which is equal to U transpose V. Actually, this one, orthogonal transformation preserves angle. So here we have the visualization. Yes, we are just going to have two axes with a subplot. Left is for original vectors and right is for rotated vectors. And this is all about draws each vector as an arrow from the horizon. So let I execute, and here we go with the output. And dear friends, kindly just observe, dear friends, this is what the exact value of norm V1 and V2 before rotation, and yes, it is 2.2361 and 2.6926. And once after rotation also, QV1 and QV2, norm Q1 QV1 and norm QV2, kindly observe the value remains unchanged. And just when on making the dot product and when on making the angle also, yes, all are preserved. And when on visualizing, kindly just observe, dear friends, the norms, dot products and angles are identical before and after rotation. So this is the defining geometric property of orthogonal matrix. They preserve the inner product, structure of the space. And yes, dear friends, previously we just discussed for length preservation, yes, the norm of QV square, which is equal to norm of V square. And here, yes, with the dot product preservation and towards angle preservations also, yes, kindly just observe, let I just give the full proof sketch. Yes, norm of QV the whole square, which is equal to QV transpose multiplied by QV, which is equal to V transpose Q transpose QV, which is equal to V transpose identity V, which is equal to norm V the square. So similarly for dot product, yes, we just have QU the whole transpose multiplied by QV, which is equal to U transpose V. Dear friends, orthogonal transformation, yes, it happens in PCA. Yes, principal component analysis, that rotates data into new coordinate system without distorting distance. So this is why PCA preserves total variance. So with this, yes, dear friends, this exact script empirically confirms that a rotation, that is orthogonal transformation, does not stretch or shrink vectors, does not change angles between vectors, only changes their orientation in space. This is why orthogonal matrices are central in computer graphics, physics simulation, and numerical linear algebra. That is mainly for stability of computation. Here, today we have discussed about orthogonal matrices which have orthogonal unit norm columns giving the remarkable property. And dear friends, this exact is our property, which means Q inverse, which is equal to Q transpose. A free, exact, numerically stable inverse. Orthogonal transformation preserves lengths, angle, and dot products. And these would be an examples that includes rotation matrices, the identity matrix, and permutation matrix. And let's wrap today's session, dear friends. So we started with orthogonal matrices and discovered something remarkable. A transformation can rotate data without changing its length, without changing its angle, without destroying its geometry. We learned why this Q transpose multiple by Q, which is equal I, makes orthogonal matrix computational superheroes. Dear friends, as we continue our journey, we will begin to notice that many machine learning algorithms are simply clever ways. So behind every recommendation engine, behind every PCA visualization, behind every compressed image, behind every AI model, there is linear algebra quietly doing the heavy lifting. The goal of mathematics is not to memorize equation. The goal is to discover the hidden structure behind data and the world around us. Thanks for watching, dear friends. Happy learning.